welcome back to the Home Life with Rebecca. Oh, it's Friday and I'm so glad the kids have a week off from school, and then Adam has Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. He is really liking his new job. It's a lot better for his hand and for his foot issues, and just all that stuff is just a better fit. But he only gets paid once a month, so that's gonna take some getting used to and really having to, I know I keep saying that we need to redo our budget, but we really seriously need to sit down and redo our budget, especially with him getting paid once a month. The only thing that he didn't like about his new job were the benefits. So he gets benefits for himself, but to even just add myself to it would be $460 coming out of his check every month, which we cannot do. So they're not as good as Coca-Cola, where he used to work. I mean, Coca-Cola wasn't great, but they were just a little bit better. Thank goodness Idaho offers Medicaid, so we're all covered under Medicaid, me and the kids, and Adam as well. So he's double insured, which actually is good because he has, a lot of problems with his hand surgery and the nerve damage in his foot and all of that stuff. So I just really feel like a budget would really be helpful. You'll have to excuse my voice. I've had a horrible sore throat. We had strep throat going through our house. Wesley had it really bad, and I finally took Tiffany in again today, but it's still not strep. It's just viral. She's just taking forever to get rid of it, and I feel probably that's what I have, because I'll get bursts of energy, and then I'll just want to sit down and I'll feel really achy, but I'm not running a fever, and it's not COVID. It's just some nasty little viral thing going around. And I'm trying to drink a lot of water. So this weekend we had big plans on finally tearing out the floor in the bathroom and painting, but we had to get in touch with the plumber because we have to fix the valve on our side of the shower so that the same problem doesn't occur. And I'm I don't know where the money's going to come from, but my husband decided he's not going to try to fix it himself. He was afraid he might make the problem worse and end up having to spend more money. So we've got to get that figured out. So we talked to a plumber that our friend referred us to, and he seemed pretty reasonable. He said he charged, I think he said $64 an hour or $84. I can't remember, but he said the job should only take an hour and a half. He knew exactly what Adam was talking about, but he can't get here until maybe next week, but probably not until the week after Thanksgiving, which is okay, we just have 8 people sharing a bathroom right now. It's a little bit ridiculous, but I think what we're going to do instead is my oldest daughter went to Utah with her boyfriend and his parents to a wedding. So I think because she had a lot of damage in her bedroom, because the leak started in the bathroom upstairs, but it leaked into the walls, down into the basement, into her closet, and destroyed the closet, and all the carpet and her whole entire room needs to be pulled up. So I thought, well, maybe since she's gone, I'll pack up her stuff and move it into the part of the basement area and put her bed next to her little brother's bed for the time being. And maybe we'll get the carpet out of there and get going on painting her room, because in the estimate it said that her room can be painted also. I don't know why that was in there, because there's not really damage to her actual bedroom walls. It was just the closet walls, but we'll take it because she's got some funky wallpaper in there from when we moved here. So we're just gonna paint some. I told her she could have one wall with if it wasn't too much of a bold color, and you know me, I like bold colors. So she said she picked a light, really light dusty pink, and then we'll do a light gray on the other walls, only because she's my oldest, and if she moves or the kids end up switching rooms, I don't want to have to paint over like a dark color. That's harder to do. So I figure like that type of pink, like that's really easy to paint over. Or we might just go all gray, and she said she was fine either way. That way, because my kids are always trying to switch rooms and we're always trying to figure out where to put everybody. So hopefully we can get some of that done this weekend, or if we don't, at least we can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and start purchasing some more of the things that we need to get for all of these projects that we're waiting to do. Let's see, other news, our washing machine is still broken. Like, I tried to run it yesterday and it almost overflowed. I'm like, I just can't, like, I'm so glad that my husband came home when he did, because I wasn't paying attention. Like, I got distracted and he's like, how long has the water been running? And I'm like, oh crap, like, but I didn't say crap. I'm like, I don't know. We went and looked and it was like to the top. It's just, the thing is possessed. We've left several messages. We called Lowe's. We called the person that came out to the house that works for Lowe's, and it's like, they left Adam a message. They called him when he's at work and said that the part was on back order. They couldn't track it down. And so at this point, they just need to replace the stinking washing machine, because laundromats are so expensive, and I just feel like I'm throwing money away when they should just replace it, because it's not even a year. It'll be a year old next week. They gave us a lemon. It happens. They just need to replace it. I just want a regular old washing machine. I don't want none of this computer garbage. I don't like it. So I've been really frustrated with that, because, you know, with 8 people in the house, laundry piles up, and with the kids being sick, and like Kennedy has like a cough and runny nose, like snot getting wiped on blankets, and lots of towels being used, and it's just insane. So I been feeling very overwhelmed and very stressed, and, you know, sometimes it's hard to find like the silver lining in things. I've just been, you know, worried about money, and I feel like this time of year we seem to always struggle. I think last year was okay. Anyway, I don't know, I have been all these appointments because 3 of my kiddos started the testing to get an official diagnosis on like their disability stuff, and it's really time consuming, and it's like a lot of back and forth. Like yesterday Wesley had to be there at 8, so I dropped Jillian off at school. Kennedy and Allie took the bus. I told Parker and Tiffany, you guys have got to find a ride, but then Tiffany was sick. So I dropped Jillian off at school. I took Wesley to his appointment. He had to be there at 8 and filled out the paperwork. And then at 9:30, I left there, picked Jillian up because her appointment was at 10 when Wesley's ended. And so got Jillian there, and Wesley was coming out, helped Jillian with some of the questions she needed to do. And then I took Wesley to school. Then I went back to the appointment to wait for Jillian to be done, and took Jillian back to school. And then today was like that too, but it was like I had to take Jillian. She had to be there at 8 this time, and then Tiffany had an appointment at 8:15, so I had to drop Jillian off, then get Tiffany to the doctor, and that took an hour, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then at the doctor's, they did like a well check too, and so they weighed her and they measured her, and they're like, oh, she shrunk like an inch. And I'm like, what is happening to my kids? Like, Wesley's not grown in over a year, now my daughter's shrinking. And he was like telling me not to worry, that they probably last year just measured her wrong or wrote it down wrong. So he's like, I told him that we measure her on the wall at home. He said to just go home and take a look at it, measure it with the measuring tape to see what it says, and then let him know. And he also ordered an x-ray of her back, which Allison needs to get done too, because they both have little curves on their spine. He said it's not bad, and even if it was the beginning of like scoliosis, that the beginning stages like that would usually cause a person to lose an inch. So we'll see what that says. But more appointments. Oh my gosh, it is like a lot of running around you know, plus trying to keep the house clean, dealing with one bathroom, which right now I've got Comet sitting in the shower and the toilet and the sink because it's so gross. I'm like, I cannot shower in there tonight with it like that. It's just disgusting. So Allison, my oldest, has a bathroom downstairs, but nobody, that one needs to be redone at some point too. Nobody likes to use that bathroom. It's dark, it smells musty. Our whole entire basement, it just needs to be remodeled. We don't have the money for it. There is actually no fire escape down there, so it terrifies me that I have kids sleeping down there, but I don't know where else to put anybody, and my kids are, you know, teenagers, they want their space, but they changed the law, I don't know when, where you have to have, what do they call them, like the big windows for a basement so that you have an escape, because we just have the little tiny ones down there, and I don't know, it's really scary. There's a master bedroom down there with the bathroom, but like it's just, it needs a lot of work. The whole carpet in the whole entire basement needs to be pulled up. This house was built in 1978. I am grateful that we're homeowners, and you know, this house has a lot of potential. It's just hard when you don't have the funds for it. But like if I had money, like that would probably be the first thing I would do, was to redo that whole entire basement. I would put fire escape down there. I would put new carpet down there. I would make like a little living room down there, because there's so much like potential for like extra bedrooms and stuff. I think that would be really cool. I'd maybe make another bedroom as well down there, so we can get, I have a son that sleeps in a closet. Basically, it's like a big walk-in utility closet. You guys have seen it on here before. So I mean, it's enough to put his bed and a dresser in, and he's got a desk, so it's not tiny, there's just not a window in it. Oh, but then like my one son just sleeps in the basement area, because I have some kiddos that just can't sleep in the basement right now because of things, and so it just makes it really tricky. And the bedrooms up here really aren't big enough to put 3 kids in it, so it's just crazy. And I know I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I wanted to give a shout out to Plain Vanilla Grandma for giving a shout out to my video on making bread. That was so sweet of you. I thank you so much for doing that. And I've had some new people subscribe, or I don't know if they subscribe, but I had some people come and leave comments and say that they enjoyed the video, so thank you. If you're not subscribed to Plain Vanilla Grandma, she lives in Texas, and she's always showing her grandkids and her daughter and her little dogs, and she just talks about how she makes it on Social Security, and she's retired, and she's a great storyteller. Like, I love listening to her. I'm really behind on like watching people's videos. It's really bad. But check out her channel. She's really sweet. We've sent a couple letters back and forth to each other, like as pen pals, and I like listening to her at night when I'm getting ready for bed, because she just has like the greatest stories. She reminds me of my dad's mom, my grandma B. Not in like looks or anything, but just I love listening to my grandma B tell stories of when she was little, and just of like her past, and because she grew up in like the Depression and how they put food on the table, and like those stories always fascinate me. And she kind of has like the same storytelling technique that my grandma had. Like, I'm a horrible storyteller because I'm very distracted, and sometimes I don't make sense, but whatever. Okay, so that's the big plans for the weekend. When I dropped Jillian off at school today, they had a bunch of, I guess the high school did like a food drive, and so they had like an overflow of food, especially bread. And so the school counselor told me to just, sorry, I thought somebody was here. The school counselor told me to go ahead and just take what I needed and swallow my pride. I mean, we don't need groceries really bad, but it helps. So I'll show you what I got. I took some, I wanted to take more, but I don't, you know, there's other people that probably need it way more than we do, so I didn't want to be rude. But I took some stuff, and I got some like extra bread and stuff, because my kiddos have a couple friends that could probably use that stuff too, that are kind of on their own, so to speak. So I was keeping that in mind too when I was grabbing stuff. So plants are dying. Okay, so I'll show you that stuff, and then I'm gonna go tackle my bathroom and get it clean so that when I have my shower tonight, it's not disgusting. So that's what I was gonna say. For Thanksgiving, we pretty much already have everything we need. We have 2 turkey breasts in the freezer, so we're not having any company come anymore. So I'm not gonna do a whole turkey this year. We're just gonna do the turkey breast because my kiddos like the white meat best anyways. And then we'll do some stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, and probably salad, and I'll make some biscuits. The only things that I'll probably go and purchase will be some pies. I might get them from Sam's Club, a pumpkin pie and apple pie, and just be done, or I might just go get some frozen ones and be done. I'm not going to try to bake them this year. I think I'll save that for Christmas because I do plan on trying to do Vlogmas, where I vlog every single day for the month of December. I'm hoping to, guys. I am, but it's been a little bit crazy, so I can't make promises, but at least maybe I can do like 3 videos a week. But I thought I would save the baking stuff for Christmas time and just keep Thanksgiving simple. Like I said, we're not having company. It's just going to be us here. So I just need to go get stuff like celery and onion, maybe some more potato, like things to put in like the stuffing mix, and maybe some herbs, some fresh herbs. But that's it. We don't, like I said, we're not really doing anything. So I'm just excited to maybe catch up on sleep. I think that's why I have not been getting better, because I don't get enough sleep, because I'm up at 5 in the morning, and with everything that I'm trying to do and playing catch up after appointments and stuff with housework, sometimes I'm not getting to bed till late. And before you say make your kids do chores, yes, like I'm very aware that my kids need to help, and they do not help like they should. And I don't know, those aren't my kids. They're if I tell them to, for the most part, they will help me. But it's also me, like I have some OCD, and so I like things done a certain way. And I know that I need to let some of that go because I'm not helping myself. So I just hope this week I can get some sleep. And I'm thankful that Adam has Wednesday off, because Wednesday, oh, my head hurts so bad. Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I have like insane, crazy back-to-back appointments. So it'll be nice that he will be there to help me with those. But okay. You can tell, guys, I don't feel good, but I wanted to put a video out and say thank you to Carol, Plain Vanilla Grandma. Make sure you follow her channel. I'll link it in the box below, the description box or whatever it's called. And I'll show you what I grabbed from the school, from their little, I don't want to say it's not a food pantry, but I guess it is, from the food that they told me that I could take, that people donated. Oh, yes. And Kitty is still here. I keep putting him outside with the hopes that he'll try to find his way home, but he does not. He's been back in my daughter's room and doing okay. Tiffany has named him Box. Don't ask, but why won't this focus? Yeah, she's named him Box. I was trying to name him Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but we really shouldn't be naming him because he really needs to not belong to us. But he is such a pretty cat. Huh. Box. You need to go home, Box. Yeah. Box. Yeah. Tiffany's named you Box, but you need to go home. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty. I keep putting him outside thinking maybe he'll find his way home, but he seems to like it here. I don't know why Tiffany's trying to name him Box, but that's kind of what we've been calling him. Yeah, I baked some cookies today. They taste like cinnamon rolls. It was just one of those prepackaged things that we had in the fridge. Okay, so we've got 8 loaves of bread. And then I think I have a missing bag because I think I grabbed 4 of these and then another box of granola bars that I must have accidentally left it there. But that's fine. So 2 of these little stir-fry noodles, because I was thinking maybe Parker's friends would like those. And then I got 2 things of tomato soup, which actually I haven't eaten anything today, which is really bad. So, and it's like 2:30. So I think I'm gonna make myself one of these. I'll just put it in a big coffee cup and drink it. And then I got a 6-pack of chicken flavor, whatever kind of ramen this is. And again, I'm gonna have to hide this from my kids because they'll want it. A grape jelly, 2 strawberry jellies, a crunchy peanut butter and a creamy, and they were sending another peanut butter home with Jillian. I got 2 bags of goldfish. They had so much food. I mean, like the hallways and one of the principal's office was like stacked with cereal and soups and oatmeals and goldfish, and it was crazy. I think that was another thing I left too. I think I'd grabbed a box of oatmeal, like the apple cinnamon. I think I had it with the granola bars and I must have left that on accident. But these are just the maple and brown sugar. We've been eating more oatmeal since it's been cold. And I just got 2 of the mac and cheese, the cups, because Kennedy likes these to take to Journeys. And sometimes the kids have them for like an after school snack. This was another thing I was like, oh, because they're not cheap. And I wanted to, there was so many boxes. I was going to grab more, but like I don't want to be selfish, guys. So I grabbed some apple cinnamon fruit cups. So, and I thought maybe I would take these over, like 2 of them over to the youth group, so we can have some fruit at youth. And then here's 1 box of the chocolate chip granola bars. And then I grabbed 2 Progresso chicken noodles, and then 2 of the Campbell's Chunky chicken, broccoli, cheese, and potato. 2 double noodle soups. I like these. They don't have the little weird pieces of gray chicken in them. And then 2 of these condensed vegetable beef. And I thought these were mini wheats when I grabbed them, but they're mini spooners with pieces of chocolate, like s'mores. I don't know. I think that's what I saw. No, they're like frosted mini wheats. I think I saw this and thought it said s'mores for a minute, but they're just mini wheats. And then these are like generic Fruit Loops, but they have little pieces of marshmallows in them. I'm sure my kids will eat that up in one sitting, but that's it. And it's I mean, that's not it, that's a lot, but it's super helpful. So it just really like kind of restocks our downstairs. It's a lot of bread to get through, so I'll probably give some maybe to the neighbor and to some of my kiddos' friends. But it was really nice of the school to reach out to us. Okay guys, that is it. I've got about 30 minutes before Jillian gets home from school, and then Kennedy comes home, and I gotta get her ready to go with her worker and pack up her backpack and stuff. Guys, I'm sorry this video didn't make any sense and I was all over the place, but that's who I am. I got 6 kids and it's crazy, and we're just trying to live life and be happy and get all these things taken care of. Hope you guys are all doing well. I plan on making another video before Thanksgiving, but just in case I don't for some reason, happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys. Stay safe. Chicken tendies.